All right, so kind of a quick video. I definitely am loving on this Recto. Again, I've got 4 slots. I put my 77 in the other room. It's just not on the rack. I've got the Recto. I've got the 800. I've got the Matchless, and I've got the Mark V. Been playing and recording a lot the last couple of days. Maybe it's time to let the Mark V go. I don't know. We'll see. The Mark V is really nice, but kind of digging on the Recto more. So what we're going to do is we're going to the thing is cleans. So let's see where we're at. If the cleans are, if I can get the cleans on the Recto to be as kind of nice as the cleans on the Mark, then that would maybe be a deciding factor. So anyway, here's channel 1 of the Matchless with my Strat position 2. Right, and here's channel 1 in the Mark Strat. And together. Really nice. So anyway, well, I'll record a minute and then we're going to switch over to the Recto and see you there. See you there. See you there. Okay, so there it is. Now, that was really nice. Very, very euphoric in here. Now we're going to come, I'm going to shut off the Mark. We're going to come into the Recto. Oh, and also with this, I'm not doing IRs. This is the cabs. So the Recto is, well, the Mark, I don't know what I was saying. Oh, they're through the cabs. So the Mark and the Recto are through my 412. The Matchless is through the Matchless open back 212. Let me shut the Matchless down. Let me plug this in. Hold on 1 second. Recto. Okay. Sorry about that. All right, Recto. Recto. Okay. So now this is Recto Mark V. I mean Recto Matchless. Let me listen to a second of this. Right? So, same exact thing. Let me just make sure. Every now and then, an amp, the polarity will be a different, it'll flip, so it'll go with a different excursion. Speaker excursion. Oh, that's so weird looking. Hold on. Let me find. I think it's fine. Oh, wow. Is that reversed? See, isn't that strange? Could be reversed. Yeah, you hear it? Right, so there's the Recto, here's the Mark V and the Matchless. Yeah, so it is reversed. So what we're gonna do, you guys following me? Just to keep this simple, I'm just gonna flip the phase on. So now the phase is flipped on the Brent Averill. Should do it. Did you guys get that? Like, these are little nuggets that you may not get ever hardly anywhere on YouTube. These are good little nuggets. Yeah, there you go. So what we're looking for is that peak transient. You see how they line up now? Boom. So what happened was the Recto, it goes in the opposite way, I think, of the book of the Mark V. Speaker excursion is like, I think some amps, like the way it works with the electricity or the power or whatever, makes the speaker go out and then in, and then some are like in and then out. Having used oranges for years, oranges are always like the opposite of not all. I guess they always seem like the opposite of Marshalls. So let me listen to a second of this. This is the Mark V. And here's with the Recto. Oh, that's really nice. Okay. Wow, that's great. Okay, so right, so the left again is the match, and then the right is the Recto. There's a little bleed left and right because they're in the same room. All right, and that's it. So, so you saw I put a little Strymon timeline and then a little Mobius chorus. So here's Mark V and Matchless and Mark V. Okay, and then here is Matchless and Recto. I actually like the cleans better on the Recto. That's one of the things that's nice with the multi-watt. I think they're, from what I've read, they're using the cleans in the Lone Star Special, which are really nice, kind of deluxe reverb, twin reverb. So yeah, this is Matchless and Recto. And then Mark V, Matchless and Mark V. It's a little more neutral, natural. Maybe the Recto's a little bit more hypey, like probably just a little bit more scooped. I could EQ it, but I kind of like the Recto more. I don't know. It doesn't really. They're really about the same. Matchless Mark V. And Matchless Recto. kind of go to the effecty area. Matchless and Mark V. Yeah, it's... let me go back to the Recto. So, just right out of the gate, Mark V's a hair more natural. Recto's a hair more exciting. Probably just an EQ thing, but here's the Recto. Matchless Recto. And matchless Mark V. And back to the Recto. Yeah, it's so close. They're both nice. They're both great. Yeah, it's just a matter of like room in here, and also just summers are... What the... Shut up. Phone stuff. Summers are just... I'd rather have some spare cash just because I got kids at camp, and we've got travel baseball and travel marching band and campouts and the Boy Scouts, and I'm going to be in LA for a couple of weeks working, and Orlando for a couple of weeks and vacation. So, maybe move it on to somebody else. It's nice. Oh, maybe I'm just a Recto guy. I don't know. So back to matchless Mark V. And then with the Recto. God, it's not even like one is better. They're just a little different, but I don't think it matters. I don't know, that kind of tells me what I want to do. Plus, my 77 now is on the floor in the live room. If I pull the Mark V out, and move the Recto down to the bottom. The other nice thing is it's right here. It's easy because it's got a million little dials. And yeah, there you go. So this is matchless and Recto. This is matchless and Recto. Sorry about pushing the ear to the outer limits of reality. That was... I think that's what I'm going to do. Just free up some dough. Bring my 77 back in. I think, too, I noticed, I watched a couple of Mark V videos last night, kind of between the Recto, and it's probably just... the Mark V just sounds like thrash. There's like a thrash metal to it. I don't know. I don't hear as even though the Recto is very distinct, there's something about it is more neutral to my ear. Like the Mark V had a very I don't know, it's really feels like it's for guys that play like like it feels like it's like more that. I don't play like that. Like that's not, you know. And I mean, yeah, I do pop and country. I mean, I don't know, man. You know what I mean? What I will say too is, well, I'm not gonna say that. Yeah, so there you go. Because really loving the matchless, loving the 800. Kind of miss my 77 because it's not on the rack. That's what I'm gonna do. Anybody wants a Mark V in excellent condition? Yeah, there you have it. There you have it. One more time. Mark V. Recto. Yeah, the Recto is more euphoric. It's you know, the Mark V is more, it's like a literalness to it, and the Recto is like, has a little storytelling to it. I don't know if that makes any sense, but yeah. But you know, in the scheme of a mix, the chance of anybody going, those sound like the cleans, it's like you'd really have to be octo super nerd to pull that one off.